Good morning, YouTubers and YouTubettes. As you can see, I have on my turmeric facial mask. It is pretty much how I start most of my days. Uh, to be Also, while I was doing this, I decided I didn't do my try one new thing this week, so I'm going to be trying rice flour, a rice powder, and I'm going to try it today. I'm going to add it to a body scrub. I'm replacing sugar because I've seen an esthetician say that sugar is not good to use as a exfoliant, and that was something that I used a lot. So in place of the sugar in the scrub that I normally make, I decided to add rice powder. Yes, I'm in my doing something, don't want to mess up any more clothes gown. Thank you, Aunt Darlene. In my little bowl, I just eyeballed. You know, this is going to be a body wash, so, it's a bigger batch than what I normally would make, but, you can store it in the fridge. I added, I would say, about a fourth a cup of coffee grounds, and I used fresh grounds this time because I was filling up the man's coffee jar, and I just decided to just use, there was just a little bit left in his container, so I used fresh ones. I used about 2 tablespoons of turmeric and probably a half a cup to a cup of the rice powder. And again, you can eyeball this. The specifics don't really matter. The ingredients are, some of the ingredients might not agree with your skin. I make sure that I mix up the powder before I add the liquid. Speaking of which, I started the video before I remembered to bring the liquid into the bathroom. Duh! But anyway, we're going to see how this happens and see how it does. I used to tan a lot. I'm really surprised that my skin doesn't show it any more than it does. Credit it to good genes and good skincare, apparently. It might change when I'm in my 60s and my 70s, I don't know. Because I'm debating tanning a little bit this year. It helps my mind and it helps my pain more than it does, more than the skin color. And, I'm all about getting rid of pain without pills. And tomorrow is the epidural, by the way, 8:45. Send me prayers, preferably, good thoughts, whatever. Anyway, I have this all mixed up. I'm going to go and get the liquid part of this that I forgot because, well, yeah, I'm a dingling today. Today's not any different than any other day. I always am a dingling. Anyway, I will be right back. Okay, I'm back with the liquid part of it because I'm a goof. I'm just using regular 2% milk because it's what I have. I have coconut milk, but I don't want to open a can and I don't have another use for it just yet. So maybe next time around. And I'm just going to, again, I'm just going to put in probably about, we're going to guess about a quarter of a cup. My measurements, I grew up in the country. I learned how to cook from people that did a pinch of this. That looks good. A handful of that. That looks good. And, things of that nature. Anyway, so, and again, you might need to add some more liquid to it. Getting a really good pasty consistency, which is what we're shooting for because this is a scrub. The one thing that I will tell you with when you use coffee is to make sure that you rinse your skin and maybe add a little soap to the rinse, because if not, you will think you have this fantastic tan on your legs, or you could think that. I was going to add cinnamon to this and I forgot it, but we'll save that for the next time. It's just going to add it for smell purposes because right now it smells like turmeric. And, well, you know, I would rather smell like cinnamon than turmeric. But, which, you know, since we're using a turmeric scrub, I will be cleansing my skin afterwards. Turmeric washes off really easily and really well. I always, even with my turmeric facial, I always use a second cloth when I rinse off my face just to make sure that I have all of the yellow off. Case in point, I went to smooch my grandson the other day via picture. I had missed some turmeric on my mustache. He got a picture with Grammy with a yellow mustache. It was not one of my best looks. Anyway, I'm going to add just a skosh. Yes, I'm from southeastern Kentucky. I can say skosh. More milk. I'll be right back. I've got to put this away. Okay, I had to go put the milk up. And while I was in there, I went ahead and grabbed the cinnamon. Cinnamon does have properties of, it heats your skin, helps stimulate your skin, so, and it also smells way better than turmeric, so we're going to add a little bit in there. I usually add it with the sugar, which is probably why I forgot. Yay. But, you know, this is my recipe, and this is actually a different recipe than what I normally used. Feel free to use this recipe. I'll put the ingredients and guesstimated measurements down in the description box. You know, you can make it the consistency that you want it. I'm going to add, I hate that I keep saying I'm not, my mind is going too many different ways this morning because I have too many different things on my mind. But hey, and plus it's close to Christmas and I should have Christmas music playing, but I don't. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm going to add, mine is probably, see if you can see that. The coloring is from the cinnamon and the chocolate and the turmeric. Now, remember that turmeric will stain anything that it gets in touch with. If this weren't, you know, a gown, and I didn't have the camera up higher for a purpose, I would show you the stains on my gown, and it has been washed numerous times, and Fells Naphtha might bring it out, but I have just not tried because it's just going to get stained over again, and what's the point? I designated it as my do things gown, and that's its job. I used to not have that, but, you know, I'm older now, and people knock at my door at crazy times. Now, I'm going to add, just for the sake of, probably about maybe 2 tablespoons of grapeseed oil, and that's just to have a little bit of moisture. And I'm just eyeballing it again, so it could be more than 2 tablespoons. Again, use your imagination. If you don't like grapeseed oil, you can use olive oil. I probably should have used olive oil in this one because I've kind of gone to lighter oil since I use them consistently on my face, because as I've done this, I've noticed one thing. And people, I'm just going to tell you, if you don't think this stuff works, look at my pictures. Go to my Facebook. It's Vicki Nunn Cadle. Look at my pictures and scroll back and look at my other pictures. This mask alone that I have on my face has made so much difference in my face. It has softened the wrinkles on my forehead. It has softened the wrinkles underneath here. I'm telling you, this stuff works for me. That's why I'm sharing it with you. And, you know, I'm sharing this recipe with you because I'm going to try it today, and it's going to be a little bit different than what I normally do. But we're going to give it a shot. And like I said, this is enough. You know, this isn't a Tupperware bowl. I have a lid. If you're going to do DIY things, I suggest stocking up on mason jars. They come in very, very handy for DIY things. In fact, after Christmas, I'm going to be looking for a small refrigerator, like a college refrigerator, to store all my oils and fantastic stuff in, because it's just getting crazy to try to do it in the refrigerator with all the other food stuff, and yeah, it's kind of just not, I don't want to do that anymore. Now, do not use metal. One thing I will tell you, if you notice I'm using a skewer, you can get a whole pack of these for little to nothing. I think I bought these at Kroger or Walmart a long time ago, like a year or so ago. We used these in homeschool, and that was a year ago. We will use them again if the opportunity arises, praying that we get that chance. Homeschool is a lot of fun, and homeschool children learn, I don't want to say better, but we found that I'm going to put a couple of, about 4, 5, 6 drops of vitamin E in here too. 3, 7, 8. Okay, we ended up about 12. But anyway, and basically once you have this mixed up really good, you can use 1 or 2 skewers. I mean, they're really good for mixing. You could use your hand if you wanted to. And, you know, again, we're going to wet our skin. Grab a little bit, scrub it. Now, when I say scrub, I don't mean like you're scrubbing a stain out of the toilet or the bathtub or something like that. I'm talking, this has a lot of exfoliant properties. I'm talking light circles, light-handed scrub. It's going to be great for your elbows, your knees. My legs get ashy this time of year. It's just going to help a lot of things. And again, this will be the first time that I have used rice powder instead of sugar. And I'm hoping for really good results because I used the rice flour with my rose powder mask, and I really liked it. But you could put honey in this. I did not, just simply because I have honey on my face already, and I want to try this without it, and I'm just kind of not sure that I want to go there with this yet. But if you used honey, of course, it would help the smell a little bit better. I have a friend of mine that puts vanilla in her coffee scrub. It's up to you. The benefits of this is that you're using natural, not chemical products on your body. They're going to go in and they're going to moisten, exfoliate. You know, they're going to give your skin, the milk is going to give you glycolic acid, I think it is. The honey has emollient properties, which is what's on my face. The coffee grounds just go in and they work as an exfoliant, plus the caffeine goes in and kind of perks your skin up. This is really starting to dry and get tight, so I probably should shut up and get in the shower. Now, I would recommend, you know, let your little mixture sit and do its thing for a few minutes. I'm not going to at this point in time because I have a bazillion hundred things to get done today, and I need to get this shower over with so I can get busy with everything else. I will probably check in later today. I probably will not be filming tomorrow because it's the epidural. I may check in and let you know how I am. I may check in Wednesday. Wednesday's going to be another busy day because it's getting ready for Christmas, and I'm so excited. Um, there will only be a couple of family members not missing, and that's a first. We will all be at my mother's house like it should be because God is good. We prayed and we prayed and we prayed for this to happen, and it took 10 years, but it happened this year. We're still praying for you, little girl. You know who you are. You think that this family turned their back on us, and that's what you tell everybody. But we know the truth. We know that you are the one that walked away from us. We have tried and tried and tried to be there for you, to help you, and you continually kick us in the teeth. So, my dear, you're in God's hands. I hope you wake up and get it together because you are missed. You are loved. Whether you want to admit it or not, you are. I had a whole, I don't know why I went there in this because this is not really part of the tutorial. And I don't even know that the person that I'm speaking of will ever watch this. But if you're watching this, say a little prayer for her. I'd rather our family be completely restored than not, and sooner than later. Time is ticking, and time is not something that we have a whole lot of. But anyway, I must shower, get my hair done. I may do a henna, I may put some Brahmi on Wednesday. I'm not sure. I haven't decided yet. But anyway, back to the point of this. This tutorial is about body scrub. It is coffee grounds. In this case, not used, fresh. It is rice powder, about a half cup to a cup. By the way, buy rice, coffee grounder, you have rice powder. Much cheaper than actually buying rice powder. Cinnamon, probably about whatever a half of a third of a cup is, or a fourth of a third of a cup. I don't know. I am not good at fractions, so I guess that's probably why that, yeah. Enough milk to make it kind of a paste. You want it to hold together, but not so much of a paste that it won't smooth on your skin, because this is for exfoliation. You can use coconut milk, you could use almond milk, you could use goat milk, you could use any kind of milk that you want to use. I'm using regular milk because it's what I have on hand, and it's what it's what my body keeps craving, although I don't know why, because I have issues with real milk. But anyway, grapeseed oil, just a touch, and just add a little bit of moisture. You can use olive oil, you can use coconut oil. Again, and I will say, if your skin is really, really, really dry, I recommend olive oil or coconut oil. More emollient, for me at least. When my skin is very, very dry, I use olive oil or coconut oil first, because there seems to be just more moisture. And a little bit, I think we did 12 drops of vitamin E. But anyway, I have talked to you this whole time with this mask on. We're going to jump in the shower, get some things off my face, get some more stuff done today. I'll check back in and let you know how it worked. Okay, real quick, just want to get in close. You can see how this is softened. This is softened. If you look back at my other videos, or if you go to Facebook and you look at my pictures, you can see the difference. I've been doing the turmeric mask for about 3 weeks, maybe 4, maybe a month. Like I said, it is how I start my day, most days of the week. And incorporating, we'll tell you with the body scrub that I just did, I like it actually better. It seemed to rinse off easier than the sugar did. You only need a itty bitty small amount of it. I'll talk to you more in a bit. I just wanted to let you see my face before I put my makeup on, and see, maybe, I don't know, again, the lighting in my bathroom is still not, I forgot to get a bulb, so it's still not as good as it usually is, but if you look closely, you can see, I hope the camera picks it up, this side, remember, is the side that I sleep on, so, it's got a little bit more going on there. Also, I have noticed I started using a sleep mask about a week ago, and that seems to help it helps me sleep a little bit better, but it also seems to relieve some of the pressure off my skin. So that's another recommendation that I will make for you, and I'll see you in a bit.